All right, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be testing out FSD 14.3.3 in the new software update 2026 dot, I don't even remember what it is, 14.6.7, I believe. So it is one more point release that we just got. So I'm just going to go to a few different destinations here. This first one, it says parking lot, which is, it's weird. I don't feel like we have the... Oh, that was interesting. I mean, we were both kind of going the same direction there, but she definitely misjudged. I mean, we had our turn signal on, so she should have realized that we were turning. But anyway, it's weird to me that these destinations, especially this one, which is an EV Go charger, does not give me the option to put it... Let me do, if I do switch it to curbside real quick. Is it gonna... No, I didn't do it fast enough. It doesn't really matter. Curbside is obviously not what we want there. If I was going to this charger, which, by the way, parking job, not good. So it's kind of a fail. But if I'm going to a charger, I would want it to go to the charger. It does do that for Tesla superchargers. Okay, all right. That person really didn't look like they were going to stop. Tesla put on the brakes appropriately. They definitely looked like they were just going to head on through. So yeah, parking lot driving is pretty tough. It's sometimes dangerous. But yeah, if we're navigating to a charger, then you would think that it should give you the option to say, I want to go to that charger. I mean, it should be the default option, actually. Now, it could be that Tesla navigation doesn't recognize that as a charger because it's an EVgo charger. It doesn't have any NACS. I don't believe. I'd have to check that. But I don't think it has any NACS. So I would actually have to have an adapter to be able to charge there anyway. But still, I mean, if I was in a desperate need of a charge, obviously I'm gonna, and I have that adapter, I'm gonna definitely try to charge there. So not a great start. It's weird because I used to have the option at home to select charger. It didn't make any difference how it parks. It still doesn't park in the garage, which is where the charger is. So I wish that it would actually park in the garage, but it just parks on the driveway. Now, I did find that there's a way here to keep your streak alive. So if you just let it park some ridiculous way, so for example, when I let it go home and I just let it park in the driveway, even though that's not where I want it to be, and then once it's in park and I just drive manually after that into the garage, then my streak remains. So now my streak is probably the longest streak I've had is 19. And that's just simply because I manually drove out of my driveway and manually drove into my garage. And so I'm going to have more time where I'm not using FSD overall, but not disengaging the FSD. So I'm probably not going to do that much, but I just thought that was interesting that they actually give you the ability to essentially extend your streak in a way that honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I would have thought it'd be like just overall streak however long you have FSD engaged. Like if you manually drive somewhere right now, then I would think the streak is over, but that's not how it works. It actually just works if you disengage. So this first destination here was actually a good parking job. So we'll go ahead and go to the next one. I believe it's across the street. Hopefully this camera setup is working pretty good. I tried to adjust it a little bit from the last time. Hoping that the camera is a little bit brighter. It was a little bit dark last time, although it's a much brighter day, so hopefully they're not going to have any problem with that. And although I might have problems with reflections on the glass, but you can't win them all. So far we've come to 2 destinations with no problem. The navigation in this situation looks like it's telling us to go through the racetrack, which I don't think that's really a great way to go. We could have gone around the back. There's actually a road. Like right now, we're kind of just driving through a parking lot. And technically, you're not really supposed to do that. You're not supposed to cut through parking lots. You're supposed to go on the main roads. But, I mean, I don't think anybody would ever get pulled over for that. I mean, unless you were like driving recklessly through a parking lot that you were just cutting the corner of, between 2 roads. So no problems there. It did originally say that we were going to go out and do like a U-turn and come back to do this navigation, which would have been crazy, but it corrected itself and now the navigation looks right. So now this is the one previously. I think it's like the lane lines for the parking lot are not or the parking stalls are not painted very well, or they're faded. So we had trouble parking here last time. Let's see if it is able to park at this location without any trouble. Last time, the only way it parked correctly is when it was between 2 cars instead of just looking at the lines, and it got way off. It was actually the first time it parked, it was in 4 spaces because it it was like over the line and then it backed up too far. So basically I was in 4 spaces. Like nobody would have wanted to park around me, which, I mean, hey, if you want to like ensure that nobody parks around you and you don't want your car to get door dinged or something like that. Although I would imagine if the parking lot gets busy, somebody's going to park next to you and you're going to be actually more likely to get door ding in that situation. So let's see what it does here. I can see the lines perfectly fine. This is what it did before. It backed into a space. So we can see the lines perfectly well. I mean, even the back one, I mean, it's very, very well visible. So it just needs to stop. Okay. All right. So it did better this time. Seems to be doing better, at least this time. Last time I parked here 3 times. It parked correctly once out of 3 times. So it was definitely what I would call hit and miss, but mostly miss. All right, so this next one, going across the street, and it should be an easy enough location to go to. It is one that we have had problems with in the past. Now, for all of these destinations, I've selected the actual destination on the map. I didn't put in the address, and I didn't put in a pin. I selected, for example, in this case, I selected City Barbecue. That last one was Taste of Italy, and the one before that was Einstein Brothers. The one before that was the EVgo charger. The only one that seems to be not good was the EVgo charger. It did a poor parking job and also did not park at the charger. So that one was a fail. Not a big deal for my situation. And hey, I could have kept the streak by, once it parked terribly somewhere near the EVgo charger, I could have manually driven over to the charger. But in the spirit of never disengaging, I don't think that that's actually legit. So seems a little bit like cheating to me. I did notice earlier that I was able to start self-driving while I had my foot on the brake, which was very odd. And I'm willing to try that again just to see if it does. We did a good parking job here, and it's in a legit parking space, so that's good. At least I think it's pretty good. Yeah, we're a little bit close to the right, but I'm not going to be too mad about that. But I was able to have my foot on the brake and start self-driving, which I think is new. So can I start? Yeah. So I hit start self-driving after my foot was on the brake, and it says release pedal. Well, I don't know how I did that. All right, maybe I'm imagining it. So it seemed like I had my foot on the brake and I hit start self-driving, and as soon as I let my foot off the brake, it went. I don't know if that was. I'll have to try that again sometime and see if I can get it to do that. But it definitely seemed like I didn't. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened. I thought I just let off the brake and it started going, but maybe not. I mean, it makes sense to me that if you have your foot on the brake, you shouldn't be able to do self-driving because the foot on the brake is how you disengage self-driving. So that makes sense, but I was almost certain that that's what it did earlier. So I'll be on the lookout for that. See if they change some functionality there as to whether it does or does not allow you to start self-driving when you have your foot on the brake. I mean, it let me press the button, but it just told me to release the pedal, which is, accurate. All right, so target, this is where we have long had trouble parking at this target. It is almost always a situation where it will take this turn here and try to park in the back of target. But for the last few releases of FSD, so I'm pretty sure on 14.2.2.5, 14.3.2, and now on 14.3.3, it appears that it is correctly going to the front of the target instead of going behind it. In the past, what I would have to do is I would have to say curbside, and then when I was getting close to the front, I would switch it to parking lot, and then it would park in the parking lot. In this case, I do want to park in the parking lot. I don't want it to park curbside because we don't have banish still. And I wouldn't trust it anyway, even if we did. So, we're going to let this person go. All right. All right, not too many people. I thought there'd be more people around here. I mean, there's a decent number of people walking around, but not as many as I was expecting to kind of test it out with. But let's see if it gets a decent parking spot and doesn't park in some. We didn't do the drive-up spaces, but here's a handicap space it could fail into. I wouldn't want to park right next to the carts, preferably. And this space actually seems like a good one. Not too. I would say I still, personally, I would prefer not to park directly across from shopping carts. Because if they start, for whatever reason, somebody doesn't put it in all the way and it rolls, and we're kind of downhillish from there, so could be bad. But yeah, so, well, that was a pretty good parking job, and I would say overall, aside from that EVgo thing, very good at all of these, navigating to all these locations which in the past it's had trouble navigating to. We don't seem to have, let me select that EVgo charger again. We don't seem to have the option anymore to have EV charger, when you select parking lot. So park EV charger, I would expect it to be there for a charger, but that's okay. overall, pretty good. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.